How have I not got sick of flying after hyperfixating on it for 7 years? A question I find most pilots ask themselves after about 5 years of flying is, what keeps me flying? Why do I still enjoy flying? Or do I still enjoy flying? Or even maybe, what could make me enjoy flying even more? Because after a little bit, you start to get bored and you feel like you've plateaued, you've hit all the goals you've set for yourself, and now you just find yourself flying alone in the sky. And it's boring, and you ask yourself the question, what would keep me flying? And that's where I'm at today. I've been flying for 7 years, and most of that flying has been solo or flying with my dad. I'm gonna answer all these questions for myself today in this flight, but first off, let's start with, you gotta find a new location to fly from. You gotta go out, adventure around, pick a spot, and fly from it. That's what I'm doing today. So, this is just a back road that is unmaintained from this point on. First off, I just want to say flying in the winter is a hassle. You have to dress warm enough, but also make sure that you don't have too many layers on because it's hard to move around in all this stuff, especially trying to launch a 15-meter nil wind. Big struggle in the winter is just finding somewhere to fly from, especially when there's snow on the ground. You really have to bundle up, you have to get all your layers on, and then on top of all that, you got to run through possibly ankle to knee-deep snow. So that's why today I picked this road. It's going to be a good flight. Let's answer more questions in the air. At this point here, I'm going to go to GoPro and I'm going to put the tripod away, put my phone in my pocket. Let's go. All right, so kind of backpacking off of my first topic being, you got to find somewhere to take off from that is new. Somewhere that you haven't taken off from, somewhere where it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you, and that's what's going to keep you invested in flying. That's what kept me invested in flying after 7 years, is always making a new goal for yourself, and make sure that you set your goals as if it's like a ladder. You can't skip any rungs. You have to work yourself up the ladder step by step. There is no cheating, and there is no fast track to it. Before we get to our second topic, let's fly this road a little bit. So I did start flying about 2 hours before sunset. Just barely dodged this tree. I started flying about 2 hours before sunset. So it is a little bit turbulent up there. I want to do one pass on the road. There was a car. There is a car right there. After you find challenges for yourself to keep yourself moving in the sport, you have to find friends. Pilots who fly like you, specifically. Let's say you're into cross-country flying. Find some pilots, if you don't already have some, who are into cross-country flying. If you're into acrobatic flying, throwing down, find some friends in that field. Just because you'll be able to learn more about what you most enjoy. And maybe after you learn all those things about cross-country, then you can dabble into a little bit of acro with new friends you find down the road who are into that. I did not fly with another soul for like 5 years. And in hindsight, man, that's what kept me from progressing as much as I did just in the past 2 years, because I didn't do anything for the first 5 years. I was on an A glider with a shitty motor, and that's all I could do. However, I was young, it was still new to me, I still loved it. Alright, I filmed my last video here, but my GoPro ended up dying. And today it's not dead, so let's hit it again. Whoa, I came down real fast that time. Hey, why not continue down? I've never flown over here because this is a swamp in the summer. So being able to fly this in the winter when it's ice over is pretty damn cool. Oh, there it is. So much fun! Still very bumpy. Up and down and up and down. Okay, I've never been here. Let's watch out for any overhead wires. No wires. Alright, sorry, I kind of got distracted off of the topic I was talking about because of this fun stuff I'm doing. Alright, let's go on to the third thing that could keep you motivated in the sport. First we hit, let's take off in a new spot, and then we have find some friends that fly like you. And the third, for me, learning what my wing is capable of doing, like fully capable of doing. I think that's where I'm at with the sport, is that I want to learn everything that this thing has to offer. It is an RPM 2 15 meters, so it is in the category of very fucking spicy. However, I don't view it as spicy because, like, this is just what I'm used to. This is the glider for me. A competition freestyle glider, that is what's for me. Man, look at all these foot drag marks. So many G's. Throw ourselves over. And throw ourselves over. Not into the trees though. Woo! It's pretty close, eh? Were you scared? Were you scared? Let's investigate my foot. Look at this. That's fun.